Friends, purple hair guy here. So, coming at you with a character guide in Gunfire Reborn. I haven't done Gunfire Reborn since my channel came out. I mean, those videos are still up, but God, please don't watch them. It's before I even got this new mic. They're pretty cringe and they're pretty terrible. Um, just don't go watch this. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment to help with the algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't already to help with numbers, because numbers also matter. Numbers are the most important part. So, I'm going to be reviewing the new hero, Leilu. I'm assuming is how you pronounce it. It might be Laylo, which would be kind of a funny name, like Laylo. Don't worry about it. So, they're the first character in the entire game to have weapon-specific traits, which is awesome. I think it's so cool that there's characters that they build for specific weapons. Before the Birdman came out, I had thought, because in their splash screen, because they had the splash screen on the third stage for the Birdman, but they never released him. He had a bow, and I was like, oh my gosh, a bow-based character? There's only one bow in the game, and I hate using it, so I probably won't like this character. And they were right. I don't like the character, but I also don't like bows, and he's not even a bow character. I just don't like the character. Now, a lot of characters lean towards specific weapons, such as Ao Bao, the dog, using machine guns because of dual wield, or explosives because of dual wield, and the bird using shotguns because, you know, up close personal. This character, however, has a lot of different things you can do with it, but snipers are the real powerhouse with this character. Starting out with his Ascension Talents, not his Ascension Talents, his Hero Talents, the first one you get is elite monsters / bosses will drop an extra sniper rifle. So this is just your way of getting good weapons. I've found so many good weapons just by killing elites. You get a at level sniper, so it's the same as any other weapon drop, but you get an extra one. Now, he's also got his second trait, which is you can choose a random extra talent at the start of the adventure, which aren't talents that are in your like base pool, like your ascension tree. They're just like deal extra damage or have extra elemental chance, and they're so good. It's kind of disgusting how good they are. A lot of them are game-changing and build-defining base, but you can still deviate from them. I had one earlier that was my chain lightning, which is your Q ability, or I have it on mouse button 4. Shoots a thing of lightning that deals a bunch of damage and bounces between enemies. I had that go up to 50% elemental strike chance, and then I had bonus electric damage, so it was just electric procs, bonus damage. So this talent is very, very good. It might be the best talent that they have. Third, you have Fatal Current, lasts for 1 more second and -2 second cooldown time. This one is just a buff to your E ability, your primary ability. That's it. It's not a huge deal. It is really good. Now, this one is a little different. So it's when a shield is broken, restore 50% the number of uses of the secondary skill, which could be really good if, you know, you're taking a lot of damage and you're running out of your secondary skill. I wouldn't recommend trying to do this because, you know, dying isn't exactly the most fun thing in the game. And also, Laylo has a lot of shield restoring talents and shield like gaining talents. It's not a great idea to try to lose your shield. So I don't think that this is exactly the best hero trait, but it is a hero trait and it's not terrible. And then last, but certainly not least, this is the coup de grace of Laylo's kit. When using a sniper rifle, there is a 50% chance of triggering a crit hit, which has 70% or crit damage of the current weapon, even if you miss weaknesses. So, if you're using a sniper and you miss, you're just going to deal free crit damage to the body. And a crit is a like headshot in this game. A lucky shot is a crit in most games where it's a random chance. So you're pretty much just having a chance to deal headshot damage, which is just, it's actually insane. It's actually insane. Now, going over the abilities, we have Fatal Current, which sets you into a movement speed and skill damage effect. You get 30% movement speed, 50% skill damage, which this is when you want to spam your Q ability or your mouse button 4 chain lightning. So you'll activate this, you'll start zapping. And then when it's almost up, or even at the start, if you don't have any chain lightnings, you'll shoot an enemy and a lightning bolt will come down. and it'll deal a bunch of damage. It deals 200% extra damage from your shot. So your shot is dealing triple damage. And now coming up on Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is your Q ability. I think I've already covered it in this video because it is important to know early on. It's just your Q ability. You have a base capacity of 8, and all you do is you shoot a lightning bolt, and it deals lightning damage and arcs between enemies. This is going to be your primary damage if you're going lightning builds. Now, looking at the enhancements, you have a weapon boost tree, you have a fatal current tree, fatal current being your E ability, and then you have a lightning strike tree. So the weapon build tree has a few that stand out as very, very, very good. First, we have Magical Supply. Once Thunder Strike kills the enemy, Thunder Strike being the thunder that gets summoned when you have your E active, the ammo consumed will be recovered, and Fatal Current will be launched. However, minus 25 duration for this Fatal Current down to 2 seconds. So pretty much what this means is you're going to shoot with your Fatal Current active, it's going to Lightning Strike, and then you're going to get it again, and you're going to keep doing it. Down to 2 seconds. Eventually, you can't keep it up anymore because you will just run out. But it is essentially lets you get more of these Fatal Currents out, which makes you significantly stronger. Now, another one that really, really, really shines in the kit is Eye of the Storm as well. So, at first level, it's 15% weapon damage for Sniper on next hit to the same target after dealing damage with Sniper. At max level, it's plus 50%, up to 150%. Weapon damage for Sniper on next hit to the same target after dealing damage. So this is incredibly good against elites and bosses. If it's level 3, you shoot a boss once, you get 50% bonus damage. You shoot him twice, 100% bonus damage. That's double damage. And then you shoot him again, and you're basically dealing 2.5 times damage to the boss with your sniper rifle. And you'll eventually get to the point where you can just one-shot. Like, I faced a Wooloo, and I had a level 1 this with a Ghost Shock that dealt bonus lightning damage, and I could actually 3-shot Wooloo through his shield. It was insane. It might even be the video in the background. I don't know. I have a bunch of footage because I've been playing this game so much recently. Okay, and that covers the real shining stars in the weapon boost tree. Now, moving on to the Thunder Roar tree, which is your Fatal Current, which is your E ability. There's a few that really, really, really shine on this one. You have Bolt from the Blue. Its Fatal Current offers an additional 50% skill damage, so your Q ability is dealing 100% more damage, during which every shock effect triggered would summon the thunder to strike on the affected enemy. So pretty much what that means is if you're zapping somebody with your Q, every elemental proc it hits is going to hit your thunder strike effect, which will deal 1200 damage base. And since you're dealing 100% more skill damage, you're dealing 2400 damage without any damage upgrades to every enemy that you proc an elemental effect on, which is insane. It's actually insane. And that's a single talent tier. That can't be upgraded. That's just the base ability. Another one that really shines, none of them are bad so far, by the way, but these two really shine. You have Thunder Nemesis. When casting Fatal Current, summon the Thunder to strike on 3 random enemies within 20 meters. That's a huge range. That's pretty far. Now, on level 1, it's 3. At level 3, it's 6. And it also has the effect of 1 Thunder Strike every 2 seconds, even without Fatal Current on. So, what this means is you're just dealing 1200 damage to 3 random enemies nearby you. And that's it. That's all it does when you activate your E, which has a 12-second cooldown. Which can totally one-shot most enemies in the early and mid-game in the desert. Not so much the late game, because a lot of the enemies there are much more tanky, but the first 2 stages, you're probably going to be one-shotting enemies when you activate your E, because this deals so much damage. Especially with Bolt from the Blue, you're just going to be dealing an absurd amount of damage, one-shotting everything. Last but not least, our Lightning Strike. There's the 2 that shine in this category are Lightning from the Void. Chance to trigger Chain Lightning by dealing critical hit, which works really well with snipers. So what you'll do is you'll just shoot at enemies, hit them in the head, and a lightning bolt will come out and kill and hit anything near you, which will deal 750 damage, enough damage that you could probably one-shot with a crit with your sniper. Now that's also a single upgrade, so every single upgrade that you can get in each of the respective categories is probably one of the best that you can get in the entire kit. The other one that really shines is Electric Circuit. This is a mouthful. Chain lightning would connect all affected targets together and complete a circuit. Next time you hit the connected target, 40 to 100% of the damage would be transmitted to all connected targets. So, this means you throw a lightning bolt out. If you have the lightning bolt bounce extender, that's good. You throw a lightning bolt out. It hits every enemy that it can. And then you headshot that enemy, and every single enemy is going to take 40, 70, or 100% damage, depending on which level you have the talent as. This effectively means that your shots are always AoE if you have a lightning or a chain lightning available, which you usually do because they're just the grenades. You should have those. You shouldn't be spamming them too hard unless you're a full lightning strike build. And I don't think any talents are necessarily bad to take ever, unlike some on other classes that you look at and go, maybe I don't want this. I don't think there's anything in here that you could say, I really don't want this, because they're all so good. Now, my final opinion on Lelo, or Lelu, however you want to say it. I don't know. I do not speak Cantonese, but my final opinion is that they are stupid OP. Do I think they're going to nerf him? Probably. A lot of the talents are way too strong and have no place being in the game, but I think that this character is super, super, super duper fun and should be kept in the game no matter what, just because they're that fun. I loved playing them. I've loved every second that I've played them. And they look really cool. Like, what's better than looking cool? Being fun to play. You know, this is a PvE game, so being OP isn't exactly the biggest deal. But I really do think they're going to nerf him. So don't be too surprised if a nerf comes up in the next patch, because they deserve it. Lelo is stupid OP, deserves to be nerfed, but is by far my favorite character. Now, that's going to conclude my video. Do not forget to leave a like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.